Look, I think a lot of probably what I call big boys in the industry still believe that offices are not going anywhere. And I do feel that they're still, depending on the growth of sectors, that could be the right statement. But with what has happened now, companies have pushed too much towards reducing their spaces. So our general letting spaces are very much reduced currently. But the challenge now, I mean, looking at the likes of JP Morgan and so on, most of the firms are complaining, even at an international level, that workers are sitting in restaurants, they are not working at home. So there's a dynamic that is going on, whether now people should go back into the workplace or else should be working from home. So you're going to have a balanced system that is going to be operating, that the spaces are going to be more versatile. They're no longer just going to be utilized for offices. So your mixed use environments are going to come in, because you're going to have apartments, you're going to have offices, you're going to have retail in the same space. Because otherwise, if you're not going to have that, it's going to be a bit tough to just have one typology. And as long as you are not closer to where people are staying or else creating residential environment, you might have a challenge with offices. But what is also key is that as much as we have what we call offices as a change, but also there's quite a huge growth in warehouses, because people want to store things now. People want to keep, there's online digital where you've got the Takealots and Amazons coming into the country and so forth. So the warehousing industry is growing a bit with regards to that, to accommodate those that have now. So offices are no longer offices for people, but to accommodate products that belongs to entrepreneurs or businesses and so forth. And then you also find that in the same space, retail is changing. There's more a need for, in what we call normal environments and international markets, what we call mobile retail, where people now need to create malls where people do not necessarily have to get out of cars, but they could also shop. Because people are shopping online, you need to start introducing drive-thrus and so on for people to shop, and no longer have big malls where people have got to walk and utilize them. But there's a huge market for open spaces there, because people are looking at other things, theaters and so on. So the space is changing as we move along. I know cinemas have had challenges because of Netflix and so on, but people still want to go out. Once the market opens up, you're going to see a lot of migration with regards to people looking for holidays and so forth, and moving out of their spaces. So I think residential still is the biggest deal, such that people are downsizing, that's all. So most of the people who have sold accommodation have been selling it because they needed smaller spaces because of the job market and the challenges that they're faced with. But you still have a huge market that still wants to buy.